Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome to today's art lesson where we are going to learn how to make and design our own graduation cap. I know this is not the graduation that you all have been imagining, but at least you get to make your own customized graduation caps. So grab your materials and let's begin. To make our own graduation caps, we'll require A3 size chart paper. I'm using black, but you can use any color of your choice, a pencil, a ruler, stapler, scissors, glue, a blade if you're going to use under supervision of an adult if you do not want to use scissors, and a steel ruler and a cutting board if you're going to use a blade. So let's begin. We begin by measuring our A3 size black paper in 25 by 25 centimeter. I like to make marks on all the four sides to get a perfect square, but if you have a simple way to do it, please go ahead. 25 by 25 centimeters, that's a standard size for a graduation cap. After you cut it, I like to place it under my cutting board. You can place it under something heavy so that it retains a firm shape because chart paper tends to bend. Then we go ahead and cut the part that covers the head of the graduation cap. I mark a thickness of 15 centimeter because we're going to bend it. Take a measurement of 15 centimeter from the bottom. Mark a straight line across the longest strip of the paper. I do not like to cut it now. I just like to mark 15 centimeters height and cut a long strip and then take the measurement of the head later. Measure yours or your child's head for the hat size. Place it around the head, 25 millimeter or 1 inch above the eyebrows, then down the top of the ear, not too tight, go all the way to the back. Hold it firmly where it fits perfectly around the child's head or your head. Bring it forward and staple the ends. Let's not cut it right now because sometimes when we finish bending it and sticking it to the crown, it gets smaller. So I suggest keep it a wee bit bigger than your head size. After you have finished cutting a long strip, we bend it at least halfway through, forming a firm crease, and then we cut it into triangles. The triangles should be cut all the way where the crease is. After you've cut the triangles and have the crease, now measure your head again and see where exactly it fits on your head, going all the way from the forehead to the top of your ears to the back of your head. Bring it forward and staple it. Don't worry if the paper is overlapping, we can always cut it because it's paper. If you're folding it and you have a thick fold where the stapled area is, go ahead and cut that area into making a triangle, because if the area is too big, it'll be difficult to fold the paper and make a perfect circle. Now when we have a perfect circle, we're gonna stick it with glue, glue gun, tape, whatever you prefer, on the crown of the hat. That's it, you guys. As you can see, I've used a huge amount of glue to stick it, so I think you have to do it like that. Or if you're using hot glue gun under adult supervision, you wouldn't have to use so much glue. And you can also use double-sided tape or sellotape. Find the center of your crown and stick it. I like to place something heavy or water bottle or anything so that the glue holds it down till it is actually dry. So there we have our easy graduation cap. Now you can decorate it as you want, or you can just have a plain tassel over it. So this is how we are going to make a fancy tassel. Use a very shiny thread or a yarn that you can find at any craft store. This is the most easiest way to make it. There might be 100 different ways in the internet, so if you think there's an easier way, you can go ahead and do it. Just wrap the yarn around your finger. You can use a different color, you can mix 2-3 different colors. I prefer to use a shiny silver one. Wrap it a couple of times around your fingers till the required thickness is achieved. Cut it and it's going to slide easily over your fingers. We're going to take another long piece and cut it. There are many ways to do it, but this is how I do it, so you're welcome to follow this, or if you have an easier way, you can follow that as well. We're going to tie a knot at one end, making sure it's very tight. Pull it, tie 2 knots, twist it so that the threads do not come out. Then we're gonna hold our yarn and cut the loops on the other end which we did not tie. So you may either leave it like this, or I like to give it a haircut and make all the yarns of equal length. So that's it. That's the easiest way to do it. Now take a longer piece of yarn, measure it from where you want to start and where you want it to end, hanging below your cap. We're going to take it around the tassel that we have created, again tying 2 or 3 knots so that it does not come out. You can change the amount of yarn that you've used to make it more fluffy. Let's wrap it around that knot over there. Make 2 or 3 tight knots so that the threads do not come out. Now we're going to tie another knot at the end. The reason I'm using 2 yarns and not 1 and just sticking it is because when I stick my button at the top of the graduation cap, I can easily adjust the size. If I want to make it longer, I can just let it fall across the button. If I want to make it smaller, I can twist it around the button. So find a cute button or a sticker or anything you want to use on the top. I found this pearl button with my mom, which I took, and I'm gonna stick it with the hot glue gun. Press it there for a couple of seconds till it is firm and strong and the glue has dried, and then just wrap the tassel around it. If you like the size, leave it as it is. If you want to make it smaller, you can always wrap it around the button. That's it. Enjoy, have fun, and show me your graduation caps.